Before we get started, I wanted to mention that Paradise responded to my last video talking about Zio. Also, I was mispronouncing her name. Her name is Zio, not Zio. I was calling her Zio. It's Zio. Paradise says, "Thank you so much for making such a respectful and known to you facts driven video. If you have any questions, we are here to answer them. We are all on the edge of our seats with this, since the production company had approached us with the intent to fill a body positive show about history and people of Paradise. We have never met Rosie and are flabbergasted why she is even speaking in a show titled Escaping from Paradise. Zio is upset, rightfully so. She was promised a chance to speak and encourage other plus size women in a positive context. So, I don't know the right way to respond to this. I don't want it to seem like I am on Paradise's side saying that everything there is fine. Because, I'm like of two minds about it, and I apologize for sitting on the fence, but like, I don't feel like I have enough information to say things either way. Like, I have heard that it's a very predatory place. I also believe that like grown women can make their own choices. So like, I apologize for, I know I'm going to offend people on both sides. So I just have to say, like, I hate fence sitting, but like, I'm going to wait. I'm going to watch the documentary. I'm going to listen to the victims. I'm going to listen to people who are inside of it. I'm going to listen to all of it. I just can't say anything properly. I don't want to say anything with conviction right now. And I hope that's okay with y'all. Again, I apologize for mispronouncing Zio's name. Hey, everybody. Welcome back, or welcome in if you're new here. Get cozy, get comfortable, get under a blanket. It's going to rain this weekend. So today we're talking about, there's been a lot of conversation about QuirkyloveRosee revealing her Las Vegas trip, which was about her being interviewed for a documentary about Paradise. So it's my understanding that she never attended Paradise, that she was never really a part of it. I'm not actually sure, and I guess we'll find out when we watch the documentary. She was just like, "Oh, let's go live and talk about it." And then she went live and she was like, "I can't tell you anything about it other than that it's happening." So we didn't really get anything from this live other than just like, this is happening. And also Remy wrote a song about me. But there was just like one part of it where, like, she finally actually addressed the comments. She addressed people like talking to her. Usually the mods will like wipe everything that challenges her in any way. And she finally was like, "No, let me like address this." And she finally addressed people saying like, "Hey, you claim to have escaped feditarism, but you're the same size and you're engaging the exact same activities." And so she addressed it. And I thought that was kind of, it was interesting. So I wanted to take a look at that conversation. And also, I was alerted to, I know we're not really talking about Amber anymore, but Amber was alerted to what's going on in Roz town, and she addresses it too. So let's take a look at that as well. Before we get started, I would love it if you feel so moved to like and subscribe. That would be amazing. For every like, I will actually wash my hair, and for every sub, I will tell you the price you pay.
Obviously, I haven't seen it yet, and I don't want to share too many details about like the actual production or project itself. I don't know. So like, and one of the first things I want to say out the gate is like, this documentary is not about me, obviously, and like, I'm really excited that not only part of it, but like a very, how can I word this? A very integral part in the early process. And I'm very excited that I had that opportunity. Thank you, Thiago, to help share this story, because I was like watching the TikToks Kimmy was making as a lot of the events that are going to be covered in this situation were uncovered. And I have my own plot in it. So, okay, I'm a little out of the loop. What's this trailer coming out on? So, first of all, I have it linked in the pinned comment. I have it on my YouTube community tab post. I shared the reel on my Instagram. I stitched the TikTok. Choose your platform. It's a minute and 30 seconds. Come back once you watch it. Yeah, I made it very easily accessible for y'all.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's nice that you're being respectful about it.
I think it's the bare minimum, honestly.
For sure.
This like somber Somber Joe, like, I'm crying now for this person who lost their life. Out of the gate, she's like, "Here we go! Oh my god, it's Vegas time, baby! I can't believe it!" And then it's like, like show me where she was at all being respectful. All of that was a troll. She's like, "Thank you, yeah, I think I am being respectful." You're not being respectful. At no point were you being respectful. It's okay. You could just admit, like, hey, maybe I wasn't being respectful, but she was not being respectful. There was nothing respectful about the way that she began this live. Let's just be honest. People had to remind her that someone passed. But whatever.
Yeah, I made it very easily accessible for y'all.
So here's where she finally addresses, her mods protect her so much from anyone who not, and it's not even trolling, and they're not even like mean comments. It's actually like giving her opportunities to clarify her behavior, and talking about things that I've been bringing up in every single video, which is not her size, which is not how she looks. It's her fucking behavior, where she says she escaped this world, but still engages in behavior that looks so similar to it, and her life does not seem to appear to have changed. Right? And that's not about her looks. It's about, like, we can see that your body has not changed or shifted in any way since you have escaped this thing.
Oh, thank you, Allie. You're still the same size as when you left the community. So did you really escape, or if you're living in the same lifestyle and basically bedbound? So, well, I'm gonna actually collect my thoughts on that for a second, because I'm not living the same lifestyle. First of all, there is so much to that that's just wrong, and like I know it's someone trying to troll.
So trolling, that is not trolling, right? Were the people who were asking you questions when you went on that documentary, were they trolling you? Or were they giving you an opportunity to express yourself? Were they giving you an opportunity to tell your side? Right? That, like, this person, it was pretty respectful, I think, for that, because a lot of us have this question. Many of us have asked this question. I ask this question in almost every video. Like, oh, it's an opportunity for you to express yourself. That's not what trolling is. Fuck's sake. Like, for someone who lives and breathes on sympathy and ass pats and compliments, and sees anything that is not absolutely a positive thing to her, she sees anything that isn't that as trolling and rude and bullying. And that's not true. It's not true. Let yourself be challenged. She says later on, she's like, "Oh, people say I can't take criticism." You can't. You fucking can't. You're telling on yourself.
That person used to do different accounts to say that, by the way. So my size in relation to me, like, eating on camera is not a direct indicator of, when it comes to the topic of that kind of content and the behaviors in which you're engaging on that, and how you engage with the food, how you talk about the food, how you dress, how you, like, there's a lot, and again, the mannerisms and the way that you speak about it and the way you perform it and what you're eating, those are all things that matter.
I need her to stop acting like she is the only person who has any concept of how KNKs work, how Fatouches work. Like, she is acting as if it's not a spectrum, and that's completely untrue. It's completely untrue that every proclivity of this nature, I can't say it because of YouTube, but, like, all of them are a spectrum, and there are ways around all of it so that you can present them on non KNK dedicated spaces. It's just true. It's real, and she needs to acknowledge that.
And a fat person inherently eating on camera, or excuse me, a fat person eating on camera is not inherently fetishism. Period.
So that's a straw man argument that she makes all the time, and no one is saying that. No one is saying that a fat person on the internet eating is feudalism. What people are saying is that she continues to engage in the same type of activities that she did in her past life, but now she has, sort of sanitized it for a YouTube audience. That's not the argument that she's fighting against, is not that, right? And I think it's because she thinks that she is not wearing lingerie while she's doing it, that it's just completely innocent.
The first year after I left veganism, I would not eat on camera. And I did that because I needed time and space. I needed to figure some stuff out. I needed to heal. And now for me, and the way I'm living my life, and the way that I still am doing cooking content when I want to, and streaming in that way, I know that that's not some content. I know how I was when I made content back then. I know how I fetishized myself. I know how I participated in those topics. For me to be able to engage in food on camera now is a way of me healing and reconnecting with food in a different way.
Healing and reconnecting with food on camera. And that's all you do. It is the entirety of your content. It is the entirety of your personality. And that's all that people who watch you show up to watch you do. Show me the healing. Let's talk about the healing. Have you healed? Because if it's about healing, just, I would love for you to share about it. Because you're sharing everything else. You're sharing every fucking bite. You're sharing every fucking shake of salt. But you're not sharing the healing. You're not talking about the healing. So how have you healed? I would love for you to open up about that. Because it really all looks the goddamn same from the outside.
Because food is also about community. Food is also about love in a non-fetishized sense. Food is a way of connection. Food is a very important aspect of our five senses. And food and veganism are two things that I have a very complicated relationship with.
If you have a complicated, some might even say toxic relationship to it, then why did you tie it to your income? Why are you tying it now to your income? Why are you still tying it to your income? You're talking about community. You're talking about how maybe eating alone is hard for you. Okay, why are you bringing it to the internet and tying it to your income? Is that community? You've tied it to your income. You have now based this thing that you have a complicated, difficult, some would say toxic relationship with, to how much money you make. Are we not, is that not computing? Are we still talking about love and healing? When it now, like, your livelihood depends on it?
No, my demonetization was not in relation to eating on camera. It was discussing my relationship with food on camera. It has nothing to do with eating.
So the demonetization was due to her discussing the toxic part of her relationship. So now she's not talking about the toxic part of her relationship to food. She's not talking about it. And that's the best way to heal. The best way to heal is to completely ignore it.
Brother, we gotta eat to survive. Can't expect her to never show a hint of food in any lives. It's just not realistic. Yeah.
So if you're live 2 hours a day, and of 24 hours, and those 2 hours you spend cooking and eating a gigantic meal, are we expected? You can't expect her to not only eat a gigantic meal in that 2 hour window. You can't expect her to maybe do something else for those 2 hours, like put on makeup and yell at us.
I think most people agree everyone has to eat, but not everyone has to eat on money or on camera for money. I mean, true, but I'm not eating for money. I'm just live streaming and I cook. Most of my content is cooking. I just also eat what I cook. Anyway.
Yeah, guys, I don't get paid to eat on camera. Like, newscasters don't get paid to read the news. They just, like, go on camera every day. And while they're on camera, they talk about what's going on that day. Right? They're getting paid to be on camera. What they're doing is inconsequential. Race car drivers are like, they don't get paid to like race, right? It's like they get paid to be in a car. And while they're in a car, they just happen to go super fast and make a lot of left turns. Idiot. So shifting gears just a little bit, we're starting to see a few more voice channel leaks from Amberlynn's Discord. The one that I'm about to post, this was posted publicly, so this did not come from me. I'm gonna take out everybody's voice who isn't Amber, and I'm just gonna kind of describe what the conversation is around it. It might be a little bit confusing, but I just wanted to, because she mentions, it's somebody asks her about Quirky Love Rosie, so it's pertinent to the discussion. So somebody asks Amber in the VC what she thinks about Rosie getting so much traction suddenly in GorlWorld.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean, I really, but I just don't understand. Like, Girl World constantly says it has nothing to do with your weight, but then they obsess over fat people. Like, I like literally don't understand. Like, it is about our weight. Like, it just is. Like, you can say it's not, but it is. Yeah, because trust me, call me a narcissist. I would be hot as shit. And like none of these reaction channels would be talking shit about me. Like point blank period. Like, what is Rosie doing? Give me the tea. I don't watch her.
Documentary that's coming out?
Yeah. I'm excited to watch that actually.
Excited to watch what? I thought you didn't watch Rosie. I thought you weren't paying attention. I thought that was just announced today. That's wow. You seem to really be up on someone you don't watch. So someone else in the VC suggests that they watch some like creators videos on Quirky in order to catch up on her lore. And after a very, very long pause, Amber offers to create like a watch party VC.
I need to do I need to make a VC for that for people who want to like.
And someone started talking over her, so I had to like chop that out. Yeah, it was very funny. She wasn't like, "Yeah, let's all sit down and learn about Quirky Love Rosie." She was like, "Yeah, I'll create a little space here for you all to do that with each other. I don't need that. I don't need to be part of anything that isn't about me." Yeah, so that's kind of all I really wanted to address. A lot of other people are covering, Quirky's whole live and covering it very beautifully. So that was just one point I wanted to kind of bring up, is the way that she talks about it's just one of my main like points of contention about her is that she has tied, her income and her livelihood to eating on camera, and it's a thing that she has a very toxic relationship to, and she just bullshits around it and calls it healing, and there ain't no healing. She's sick. She constantly talks about how sick she is, and is like, no, but it's not about that. It's not about that. It's not about the eating. It's not about the food. The food is good. I'm good with that. It's love. It's community. So let me know what you guys think. Sorry, I'm doing this a little bit fast because it's a holiday weekend. But I really want to know what you guys think. Please let me know in the comments. I care about all y'all. I hope y'all are taking good care of yourselves. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.